Welcome back to Faithful Fridays. Can you believe that we're already on season 3? I can't even still believe that I'm a host of a podcast. Last season, we spent 15 incredible weeks studying the names of God. And through every one of those names, we learned something about who He is. But 2 things became very clear. First, we will never fully understand everything there is to know about God, because He is simply too great. And second, God has always chosen to reveal Himself in a way that we could understand. Every name that we studied reveals something about His character so that we could know Him. Then we came to the end of the season, but it did not end the way that I thought it would. We did the last name of the season, Alpha and Omega, and while I specifically chose that name to end with, I, for a lack of better terms, stuck my foot in my mouth. Because in Revelation, we saw that Jesus declared He was Alpha and Omega. So instead of ending with God, we ended season 2 with Jesus. And that is definitely not what I had planned. So, why did it play out that way? I already had a completely different theme planned for season 3. But I could not stop thinking about why season 2 ended with Jesus instead of God. So, after much pondering, I realized something. Jesus also has many different names throughout the New Testament. And biblically speaking, you cannot learn God and not Jesus, and vice versa. So, this season we're going to study the names of Jesus. And just like we did with the names of God, this isn't just to learn the different names He was called. It's to understand what every one of those names reveal about Him. Because if I've learned anything from studying my Bible, is that everything God wrote in there is there for a reason, even down to how He chose to write it. Hence, why He said in the Old Testament He was Alpha and Omega, but ended the Revelation with Jesus declaring He is Alpha and Omega. If you can't tell, this has took me for a spin. Okay, these names have been taking me for a spin throughout the entire season 2, and is still taking me for a spin starting even this is the introduction. This is the introduction to season 3, and I'm already spinning. Okay. So if you can't tell already, I am itching to get into this season. By the end of season 3, my prayer is that we won't just know more names. It is that we will know Jesus better. And as we come to know Jesus better, we will understand why He came, what He accomplished, and what He calls us to do in response to His gospel. So, I hope that you will join me each Friday as we open our Bibles together and study one name at a time. I'm super excited to be here for this season, and I hope that you are too. As always, I encourage you to not only join me each week, but also open your Bible, follow along, take notes if you're a note taker like me, and please, 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 never take anything that I say and believe it simply because I call myself a Christian. Don't do that with anybody, okay? Just because somebody calls themselves a Christian, do not take their word for anything that they say is in the Bible or not in the Bible. I want you to read the things that we go over for yourself, and I want you to believe them because God said it. Lord willing, I will be back faithfully next Friday with the start of season 3. And we're going back to the beginning. But this time, it's not going to be in Genesis. This time we'll be in John's Gospel with the Word. Until then, stay in the Word, stay faithful.